po sa inyong lahat. Tutuloy natin yung ating discussion on stress for success. Kung naalala po ninyo, ito pong stress for success na ito, kailangan ayusin ko lang po kasi parang itong stress for success na ito, para maintindihan niyo, success is not an enemy. Lalo na in our time and days, parang sasabi natin, wow, these days are very stressful. Pero totoo niya, yung stress na yan ay blessing yan for some of us. Blessing yan if we are geared to stress. Okay? Kasi tatandaan niyo, ewan ko kasi matagal na rin po hindi nakakapag-grades. Naalala ko when I was still younger. That was 25 years ago. Pag nag-weights kami, we really make sure na ini-stress namin yung mga muscles namin. So that pagka nag-rest na siya, lalaki na siya. Parang gano'n. You gain the muscles by stressing it, then resting it. Kaya pagka tama yung stress na yan, still sabi nga, no pain, no gain. Tama ba? Naalala si Clark ito. Stressful to sa weights. Pero no pain, no gain. Hindi na narinig lagi. Kaya ito po, stress for success nito, ito yung idea, no? Since very stressful ang ating panahon, how are we to gear ourselves in order for us to succeed despite the stress? Okay po ba yun? Kaya pakisama sa katabi mo, stress is for your good. Okay. Kasi parang kabubuti mo yan. Kaya let's go back, kasi for the past few Thursdays, diniscuss natin itong sa stress. And basically, yung basis ko was based on a song. And alam niyo, kapag ang tao stressful na, he could not sing. No? Hindi ka na kumakanta dahil sa hindi ka marunong kumanta. Some people, even if they don't know how to sing, they still have some form of, parang meron silang melody sa puso. No? Maaari wala lang sa tono, pero meron. Naku, yung sabihin, ewan ba kung nakikita niyo yung mga tao isa, meron naglilinis, they were singing, they whistle, di ba? Kasi they have some form of melodies in their heart. Kaya alam niyo agad yung taong stress, sobrang stress, and they are not geared properly, nawawala na sila ng kanta. Okay? Kaya nga, itong kantang ito, sa Psalm, ito yun, Psalm 23, look at this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And sabi niya gano'n, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Sabi niya, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Look at the words. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and loving kindness will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Dito sa song na ito, if you notice, mayroong mga factors of stress na dinil ng Diyos. For example, the stress caused by worry. Diba? Most of the time, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Andun ka agad yung sagot eh. Parang, if you are worried of the things that you need in life, ang sabi ng Diyos, you shall not be in need if the Lord is your shepherd. Kaya ang stress gear mo for worry is to believe in the shepherd. Kasi yung shepherd, He provides. He provides for direction. He provides for protection. Yung mga ganyan ba? He provides for our food. Alam nyo, nung nire-review ko itong kanta na ito, kasi kagagaling namin sa Holy Land Tour, no? Naikwento ka naman sa inyo. Grabing disyerto yun. And for a shepherd to look for a place where this sheep can be fed, hindi biro yun. Kasi puro bato eh. Para maghanap ka ng greener pasture, hindi siya joke. Naintindihan natin? Kaya nga, for the sheep, talagang matatakot yun. Saan siya pupunta kung puro bato yun? But because the shepherd is the Lord, He will provide. Kaya even at times that when we see, parang, saan kami kukuha? Parang I could not imagine how we can, how can we sustain our needs? Kaya sa dami natin mga needs. Tapos kita natin, parang hindi makapagtagpo yung dalawang dulo. Tama ba? Na pag binibilang nyo, naalala ko when I was, kasi may accountability kami doon sa aming ministry. Ang tanong sa akin, will you please list down all your expenses? Sabi sa akin ng aking senior pastor, hindi ko yung ginagawa. Although accountant ako, before I do that, Pero now that I live by faith, sabi ko nga sa isip ko, sabi ko, I don't want to count my expenses, let my shepherd deal with that. Okay? Kasi ayaw ko na mag-isip ng, sabi na for accountability purposes. Nilista ko, sabi ko, Ako, ganito pala yung dami ng pangangailangan ko. And yet, everything was provided. Parang sobrang sabi ko, wow, God, amazing, you're amazing. Talo ko pa ang may-ari ng kumpanya. Ayun, sige mo, kaya tinatanong ako, ano magkano ginagastos mo sa gasolina? Hindi ko naisip yun. Basta alam ko lagi siyang full tank. Ay, problema niya yan. Kasi nga, if the Lord is your shepherd, mas release ka kasi parang, God, ikaw may problema nito, hindi ko ito problema. Naintindihan sabihin? Kasi madalas, we try to control everything. I'm not saying that you are not to think of, you're not to manage your finances properly. Hindi ko sinasabi yan. What I'm trying to say is to always learn to trust God. Because if you do trust God, if you believe in God, you will not also spend unnecessarily. Okay ba? Nagkakadinig tayo? Kasi naalala ko pinento ko sa inyo yan. One time, I was in Japan. And sabi nila, yung sapatos ng Jordan is very cheap. And true enough, when I saw it, wow, it was really cheap. But kung 7,500 dito, 1,500 pesos na doon. Can you imagine the difference? Kaya pag sabi ko sa asawa ko, what do you think? Just I have someone to blame after pag nagkakaroon. Ganun naman ang lalaki. They always ask the wife para siya sisisihin. So the wife said, mura na yan, bumili ka na, hindi ka na makakabili ng ganyan. But I pray. Sabi ko, God, my money comes from you, so will I buy? And the Lord somehow impressed upon my heart. Sabi niya, you're not a basketball player, you don't need that. O, hindi ka kailangan bilhin. Tama ba? Minsan kasi we buy things that we don't really need. We just feel na sayang, sale. Ano mo yun, dyan tayo nadadali. Sale. Yung sale to, pili na natin. Hindi naman natin kailangan. Eh nakita ko na yan sa mga babae. Kadalasan sa mga babae, mga nanay. Ang dami nilang binibiling plato. Hindi mo nagigado. No. Tingnan nyo. May mga damit. Ang dami binibiling sale na to. Sayang, sale na to. Hindi naman kaso sa kanila. Because they have grown bigger. Akala na size pa rin nila yun. Pero, I'm telling you, kaya minsan, yung trust na ito is also teaches us how to handle our finances. As if we know that it comes from the Lord. Okay? Now, yung sumunod na din nakita natin, if you notice, He makes us lie down in green pastures. And one of the stress factors that we often experience is being busy. Yung busyness ba? We are so engaged with so many activities, and oftentimes, we're doing things that are not really necessary. Tapos kaya, ano ginagawa ng Diyos? Ito amazing. Most of the time, yung busyness is because of our lack of understanding of our real worth in life. We tend to equate our work with our worth. Na parang pag marami ang ginagawa, big time ka. Hindi totoo yun. Minsan, you don't need to prove anything. You just need to be who you really are. And give your best. That's it. And God wants us to lie down in green pastures because He will take care of us. So, hindi na yun ating discussion ngayon. So this time, we will be dealing with this. In verse 3, He restores my soul. Why is this so important? Because all of us, this is the good news. Periodically, we need to have a soul restoration. Because whether we like it or not, we are also being hurt. We are people. We are living in an imperfect world and we experience pain, emotional pain. Tama ba? Sino dito hindi pa nasasaktan na buhay? Biglang meron pa rin na sakit ka na. Kasi we always experience pain. We experience pain from different sources. Like some of us, we felt discouraged, we felt depressed or despaired, or maybe we felt so very parang sobrang fatigue, or maybe full of failures and frustrations. Maybe yung iba sa inyo kanina, if you're watching the game ng NBA, you got so frustrated, seeing yung GSW losing, parang ganyan, di ba? Pero, momentarily winning ng Gavs, hindi na ba? Hindi, pagsasa na kayo GSW po. So, minsan, I feel so frustrated about this. Pero, alam mo isang bagay lang. Whenever we are being stressed because of some form of emotional attacks, no? Sa buhay. Kasi kahit sa ayaw sa gusto mo, masasaktan tayo. Masasaktan ka habang nag-drive, dahil sinilang ka. Masasaktan ka dahil sinagot ka ng asawa mo. Masasaktan ka dahil hindi ka pinansin ng crush mo. Daming pagkakataon. Pero ang tanong, how will you handle those negative emotions? Ito po ang susi. Our stress gear, remember the word, surrender. Surrender. Bakit surrender? What does it mean? It means surrender to God. There are three major emotional setbacks. Ano yan? Guilt, listen to this, guilt, grief, and grudges. Guilt, grief, and grudges. Iisa-isahin ko. Pero to handle those 3 G's, 3 G's, kailangan mo ng isang bagay. Surrender. Surrender to God your guilt, surrender your guilt to God, surrender your grief to God, and surrender your grudges to God. So let's go to the first one. Surrender to God, meaning surrender your guilt to God. Okay ba yan? Ang sabi sa kanila, surrender your guilt to God. Ano ba itong guilt na ito? Sino sa inyo nakakita what it means, yung guilt? Have you ever felt na parang ang dami mo ng maling nagawa? At minsan, it causes you depression. Kaya tingnan niyo po, yung guilt na ito, it destroys so many souls faster than anything. Faster than grudge, faster than... Yung guilt na ito, sobrang nakakasira ito. Especially when you grew up na parang lagi sa sunset, labot ka, pag ginawa mo to, impyerno ka. Ganyan, yung hanggang galit mo yan, sobra, patay ka, pupunta ka sa demonyo, gano'n. Ang dami na naisip. Yung every time you're being bombarded with parang guilt trip. Na-experience na yan? And alam niyo itong guilt ito, hindi ito madali. Kasi lahat tayo nagkakamali. So since we commit mistakes, ang dami natin guilt. Ako personally, ang dami kong guilt. Naalala ko, isa naninigo lang ako, bigla na ako umiiyak. Naalala ko, wow, what did I do with this body? What molested this? Hindi, totoo lang, minsan hawak lang ko, grabe, ilan ang nabiktima ko, ang dami kong nagawang kalokohan. Hindi, alam nyo, sa awa nga ng Diyos, kaya nung kinasal ako, umiyak ako eh. Hindi sa pagmamalaki, hindi ako gwapong tao, pero tulog ako. Nung kinasal ako, umiyak ako. Pag nakita niyo yung video, buti na lang hindi na kasi usong Betamax, hindi na may play. So, nung na-review ko yun, long time ago, umiyak ako. Sabi na, bakit ka umiiyak? Because she was the only girlfriend I had that I presented her pure and holy before the altar of the Lord. Nasabi ko, ay, ganun ba? Bakit? Yung 3 years kami mag-girlfriend, we had not to see. Parang we did not meet for almost 2 years dahil lang ayaw kong mahulog kami sa kasalanan. Because I knew how I was. Kasi sabi ko sa inyo, I didn't have a photographic memory. I had a very pornographic memory. Kasi baka pala ako, lumulo na ako, dahil ng mga pornographic magazines ko, nilunon. That was my daily devotion. Kaya sobrang dami kong guilt, hindi ko maintindihan. Noon, when I look at a woman, nire-rape ko na siya sa isip ko. Bakit kung lala ngayon? Lalaki lang din. I train my mind, so by God's grace, na-train yung mind ko na hindi, huwag ka mo kasi naman. Pero, paano nangyari yun? And sa totoo lang, kaya isang isip ko na, meron, talaga bang papatawarin mo pa ako? Talaga bang meron pa akong karapatan sa iyong kingdom? Do I really still have it? If I did not deal with this issue in my life, I would not be able to share with you God's goodness. Diba natin? And oftentimes we are bombarded with that kind of feeling. In fact, even David had that same experience. Sabi ni David, my guilt has overwhelmed me like a burden too heavy to bear. Sabi niya, I am bowed down and brought low all day long. I go about mourning. Kasi sabi niya, minsan we do not even pray, and sometimes we don't have that confidence to pray and to ask God because we feel that we are not qualified and we do not deserve to be heard. Tama? And that's guilt. Pagka alam mo, parang ayaw mo mag-pray dahil feeling mo hindi ka pakikinggan, guilt yan. And it's not good. Kasi pag gano'n ang ating pakiramdam, parang paano pa tayo makaayos sa Diyos? You see, itong problema sa guilt. Since we are imperfect, we will always be guilty. At pangalawa, we cannot get away with it or we cannot get away from it because it is in our mind. Kahit na pumunta ka sa ibang lugar, nandyan pa rin siya. Kaya sabi ng Bible, look at this. Sabi ng Bible, the Lord gave us a mind and a conscience we cannot hide from ourselves. Yun ang malungkot sa guilt. Yung iba nga mag-asawa na lang, puno-puno pa ng guilt eh. Bakit? Because they knew that they were not pure before they got married. Hello? And sometimes we try to hide that, pero lalabas yan. Alam bakit? Pagka yung nalilate na lalaki, isang magaling, hindi yung sabi, ano ka ba? Don't you trust me? Remember when we were still single? Yes, you molested me. Diba? Parang hindi ka makapagsalita kasi there's some form of guilt that you can talaga ibabato sa'yo. Ako natin? So, paano may guilt yan? So, some people, they try to get rid of that guilt by denying it. As in, they pretend that it doesn't exist. You can bury the past, but it doesn't work. You know why? Because it's still alive. If it's still alive, it will resurrect itself. Biglang ka sa lulutang. Just about the time you think it's buried, biglang the feelings comes back into your mind in the most inappropriate time. Kung kailan pa parang, biglang papasok sa'yo? Ano karapatan mo? Ganun ba? At hindi lang yun. Some people, they try to minimize it by saying, hindi na big deal yun. It's not that big a sin of a sin. Anyway, ano lang naman yan? Late lang naman na bagay yan. So, tinatry kang minimize. But you still remember it and you cannot forget it. Minimizing does not work. Some people, they just compromise it by lowering down their standards. Parang, why should I feel guilty? Everyone is doing it. Di ba? Lahat naman gumagawa eh. Sabi nga nila, pagka daw nagawa mo na ng isang beses, dalawang beses, parang dumadali na sa pangatlo, pang-apat, hanggang sa laang pakiramdam. So they try to compromise. Yung iba sa inyo, di ba? Noon, bata pa lang kayo, pag nangupit kayo na, nakukonsensya na kayo, di ba? Parang yung mukha na yun, numubusan ka, magbubuka mo. Di ba? Pero pag biglang nasanay ka na, biglang, parang enjoy na ka, enjoy na ako. Nag-uusap na kayo, parang, labas tayo, gano'n. Parang sobrang kaya-kaya na. Yung iba, pag nagsinungaling na una, parang, grabe, bata na parang, eventually, bigla na nang pinaka-compromise na natin, okay na mag-lie. May white lie naman, di ba? Sinulayan na ng lie. May white, may gray, may black. Ganun na nangyayari. And some people, they blame other people like, sila naman may kasalanan ito eh. Di ba? Kaya naman ako nagkamit ito eh, siya hindi kagagawan. Kaya wag mo ako sisihin. Dala ko ng pagkakamali na magulang ko sa akin. They did not train me well, they did not nurture me well, kaya nagkaganto ako. Kaya it's their problem. Parang si Adam. Di ba sabi ni Adam, did you eat the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil? Ang sabi niya, the woman you gave me. Kasi naisip ka agad yung woman eh. Ganon-ganon yung guilt niya, instead na i-deal niya, pinasa niya agad sa babae. Yung babae naman, anong ginawa? Is it true? Ano kagad ng babae? The serpent! Eh, yung serpent, tuwa kasi siya nagtukso eh. Kaya sabi niya, gano'n. Exactly what I wanted to happen. It's one way of telling, it's all your fault, God, because you created this woman. Kung ako lang sana mag-isa, wala sana akong problema. Kasi sabi niya dyan, sabi naman ng babae, kung wala lang yung ahas na yan, wala sana rin akong problema. Kaya sabi ng ahas, ikaw ang dahilan. And that is exactly what God is trying to tell us, that sometimes we try to blame other people and eventually trying to blame God. Diba? Eh, hindi yun ang tamang paraan to deal with guilt. Paano? God made a solution. God gave us a solution, but you have to surrender to Him. Sabi sa Romans 3, this is wonderful. Sabi niya, all have sinned. Okay? All have sinned. And we fall short of God's glory. But look at what the answer of God. Yet, God declares us not guilty if we trust in Jesus Christ, who in mercy freely takes away our sins. Sabi niya, binayaran na ni Jesus ka. But if you put your trust in Jesus, di ba? Hindi mo kailangan mapili. Bisa kasi ganito. Paano mo gagawin? Naalala ko, sometimes this is how we do it. Para mawala yung guilt, tatry natin bayaran. Tama? Paano binabayaran? Well, papakabait ako. Magdodonate ako ng mga, magdodonate ako sa mga NGO, sa mga, let's say, sa mga foundation. Yan, tumutulong sa mahihira. Isa gano'n. Minsan ka, ay, salamat wala na. Hindi na wala eh. Iba naman, lumalakad ng kaluhod. Mula sa kanto ng bahay nila, hanggang sa kusina. Hindi rin mawawala eh. Kahit ang gawin mo, hindi mawawala eh. Di ba? Eh, sa totoo lang, minsan, kung ano-ano nang ginagawa natin, ba't di pa rin nawawala? Sabi ng Diyos, kasi hindi mo kayang bayaran. And here's the point. Only God can deal with our guilt. But you have to surrender it. You have to tell God, God, nag-abort po ako eh. Hindi ko na maaano yun. Pero Lord, hindi mo ako mapakali. At minsan, kaya mapapansin, pag may nangyari siya masama, lalo siya nung pinagbabayat ako, nakasalanan. Guilt yan. Kasi sabi mo, Lord, binibigay ko na po ito sa iyo. Dahil bayad mo na. Kasi sa law, may tinatawag na double jeopardy. Hindi pwede. Tama? Hindi allowed. Hindi allowed. Sabihin, kung binayaran mo ng ibang tao, bakit kailangan bayaran ko ulit? And here is God, we paid it because we could not pay the debt. Now look at this. How did God do it? How did Jesus do it? Tingnan niyo, He has forgiven, look at the verse, some of your sins. Ganun ba? All your sins. He has utterly wiped out. Ganda na magkakatranslate dito sa Phillips version. He utterly wiped out the evidence of broken commandments. Grabe. Sa dami natin na break na commandments, lahat ng ebidensya nun, bira niya. Oh, grabe, no? Wala nang ebidensya. Kahit sabihin ng diablo sa'yo, kaya Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Sabi niya, babalik niya sa'yo, alam mo, sama kang tao, dami mo kasi pala. Sabi, ano ebidensya mo? Wala na. Kasi tinanggalan ni Diyan. Look at this. Look at this. He wiped out all the evidences of the evidence of broken commandments which always hung over our heads. Lagi nito dyan yan eh. And sabi niya, and completely annulled it by what? By nailing it on the cross. Sarap, no? Biro mo, ano man yung kasalanan mo, no? Wala na raw, naipako na sa krus. Kaya pag